Good morning, everyone. This morning we're going to be working on Christy here. Christy is my 1997 Chevrolet Suburban. Got to replace one of the airlines during the time when me and my wife was out on the hot rod power tour. One of the airlines touched the exhaust pipe, and I put it back together with a splice block. Let me get you a shot of that splice block. Alright, that's a shot of the splice block that I put in. As you can see how close that airline is to the exhaust pipe there. I had zip tied it back from the exhaust pipe. It was a temporary setup. I prefer not to use splice blocks as a permanent fix. I really prefer to just rerun the whole airline. Minimizes the potential for failure or leaks. So I will be rerunning that line right there this morning. So let me go ahead and get started and I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Get myself organized. Let me grab my airline here and my tools here, and we'll get started. I'm going to disconnect the airline from this air tank right here so that I can pull it back through the floor here. Shouldn't be any air in it. Like I said, no air. I'll pull it back through on the underside here. Alright people, I got my airline out, so I'm going to stretch it out here and use it as a template for my replacement airline. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and measure out my airline here. So when you're cutting your airline, you want to cut it square as possible so you don't have any leaks. This airline tubing cutter right here has a razor blade on the inside there and a little channel for the airline to rest so you can cut it square. Just take it, push it down. Should have a square cut right there. You want a square cut so you don't have any leaks. You want it to be in there, be in your connector square so you don't have any leaks. I'm going to verify that I got the proper length here. Appears we're good to go. So I'm getting back up under the vehicle here, fish this line through. I cut my hose a little long so I can trim it to fit. I'd rather have too much cable than not enough. So I cut it a little long so that I can trim it to fit. I'm going to run it the same way. You want to push the hose in all the way until it bottoms out. So you know you got a good connection there. So once I get the hose ran, I'm going to come back and cover it with
some fuel line, so we don't have any rub-throughs. Just drawing up on my slack here. Let's continue to fish it through so I can get it back to the air tank here. Feed it through the floor. It appears I took a wrong path here. Yeah. Let me readjust this here. I don't want to be drilling new holes into the vehicle.
Before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to take some time to make sure I don't have any air leaks. So I'm going to hook the compressors back up and make sure I don't have any air leaks. Just hooked up my relays right there. As you can hear, my compressor is running. Give you a shot of it here. See it right there. Compressor is running. And what I'm gonna do is get some a spray bottle and some soapy water and spray down my fittings, make sure I don't have any air leaks. I don't, like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and finalize the installation and I got air leaks. So I'm gonna slide back up under the vehicle here, spray my fittings down, make sure I don't have any air leaks. If I don't have any air leaks, I'm gonna go ahead and cover up the airline where it goes through the frame and other body panels, make sure there's no rubbing where I can have a potential for a failure. So let me spray down my fittings here.
What I'm looking for is air bubbles. Looking for air bubbles where I sprayed the solution here. Don't have any leaks right there. We'll go in the cargo area where the tank is and spray that down. Make sure I don't have any leaks there.
I'm gonna spray this one down. make sure I don't have any leaks. Like I said, I'm looking for air bubbles, and I don't see any bubbles. I say that was a success. So what I'm gonna do is go back, cover the airline with some fuel line where it goes through the frame so it doesn't rub through. Alright, I got my airline ran, got it covered up with the fuel line there. As you can see, I do have a leak. It appears it's coming through the fitting there. You can see the air bubbles form right there. So what I'm gonna do is order some more air fittings, 90-degree air fitting, and replace that fitting. It was broken around the collar there. I was hoping that I could salvage it, but anywho, as you can see, I got the airline ran, got it covered up with the fuel line, got it zip tied back from that exhaust pipe. I do have the exhaust pipe wrap with some DEI exhaust wrap there, just to I don't know, contain some of the heat. So once again, I got to replace that air fitting right there. But overall, I still consider this a success. Got it zip tied back. Move the camera around here so we can see. Got it zip tied right there, and got it ran all the way. Got more fuel line where it crosses over around the frame. Just put fuel line in there, on there just for rubbing, vibration of the vehicle. Just don't want to have any. Just want to minimize air leaks. Alright, YouTube, I appreciate you watching. I'll have more how-to videos on Christy here.